Well, Amber, it sounds like we might need to get a decibel reader out there for Amway's opening night.
I think I'm going to be adding to some of those decibels too. I think that it's going to be a fun time out at that stadium once it gets built. I'm excited to see it happen.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, they had a great day for it.
Yes, beautiful weather today. We have seen temperatures that reached into the upper 70s this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine. We've had a couple of upper level clouds starting to move in, but that's about it. We're staying nice and quiet throughout this weekend as well. Temperatures 78 degrees for our high here in Grand Rapids, 81 for a high in Kalamazoo. A little bit cooler out along the lakeshore. Muskegon, your high was only at 74 today, which is normal for this time of year. 13 weather ball, though, is blue. Cooler weather is in view, as we are going to only be topping out in the lower 70s tomorrow. This view is sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse. Blue skies right now, looking pretty green out in Walker as well. Temperatures are sitting in the 70s all across the region, not too far off from where our high temps have been for today. 71 degrees currently in Muskegon, 77 in Grand Rapids, and still at 79 in Kalamazoo. Now, as we head into the overnight hours, clear skies expected. Temperatures that are going to be falling down into the mid-50s overnight and into early tomorrow morning, so it's not cold by any stretch of the imagination, but then we're only getting into the lower 70s by tomorrow afternoon. So it is a little bit cooler as we're kicking off the weekend. We're still expecting sun, though, likely a couple of upper level clouds, which will mean that filtered sunshine is expected for our Saturday, and also some gustier winds to be anticipated because of a cold front off to our north. This will be sinking into the region, taking over this high pressure that's been dominating our forecast today. It brings in, once again, upper level clouds. That's going to cool us down just a bit, but that's really the main impact that we're seeing other than the wind. We're looking at wind gusts that could be up to about 25 to 30 miles an hour Saturday morning, starting to die back down to about 15 to 20 miles an hour into our Saturday afternoon and evening, calming down even more after that into the end of the weekend. So here's what we're expecting over the next 3 days. Still a good deal of sunshine, some of those high level clouds Saturday with temperatures in the lower 70s, back in the mid 70s by Sunday, which is more normal for this time of year, and continuing our warm up into the upper 70s by Monday of next week with plenty of sunshine still. We're going to be talking about a lot of sun as we head into the next week or so. Temperatures also continue their warm up, kind of just stair-stepping up day by day. Upper 70s Monday and Tuesday, back in the 80s by Wednesday, and we're continuing a climb. By next Friday, I think we could start to see some high temperatures in the mid 80s. The good news is we're not seeing much humidity during that time frame, but we do start to see some chances for maybe a few showers starting to pop up by the end of the week. I've added a 20% pop to Friday. The reasoning for that, models are starting to point towards that possibility for maybe a few hundredths of an inch. That's about it, though. We are not expecting much rainfall in this forecast. Unfortunately, that means that emerging drought does become a concern. Right now, Michigan's still not looking at much in the way of drought, really not much of anything. But still, we are going to be anticipating probably some of that yellow that's off to our southwest into northern Indiana to spread into at least southwest Michigan. Drought monitors are updated every Thursday, so next Thursday I'll be interested to see how much of that yellow starts to spread into the Mitten State. Here's what we're looking at for tomorrow. Temperatures out by the lakeshore going to be topping out in the mid to upper 70s. Warm still, very pleasant with lots of sunshine. Our northern zone sees temperatures that will likely be in the lower 70s throughout the afternoon. Those are those cooler temperatures following behind the cold front, but still very comfortable. Lower 70s and mostly sunny skies for our southern zone. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast, a touch breezy tomorrow with temperatures in the lower 70s. Very comfortable to kick off the weekend, a bit warmer by the time we end the weekend, and still looking at warmer temperatures with lots of sun into next week. There's that 20% chance that we're seeing on Friday for maybe a couple of showers, but even then I'm not sold on it quite yet. But I do want to highlight that really that's our only chance for maybe a few showers to try and pop up throughout the 7-day forecast. Other than that, though, it does look like we are going to be seeing drought likely emerging into the next week or so, which is not great news for gardeners or farmers.